let me just tell you how happy I am to be here. I'm a native of Liberty County. So this is my home, where I was born and raised, not very far from here near Midway, but I lived in Hinesville and several places as well. I am so glad, because I haven't even stepped foot in anything that called Liberty County, either elementary school or high school, since over 40 plus many years ago. So it gives me a pleasure to be home, and it gives me a pleasure to be back. Annie Andrews. So I'm Rear Admiral, retired, Annie Bell Andrews, and I say that to you all because I went up to another state. They're like, "What? Where are you from?" But of course, in the South, can you believe that? Annie Bell. At least it wasn't Willie Mae, Susie Q. But yes. So I'm right here, right from Georgia, right from this area. So Annie Bell Andrews, thank you so much. And I served in the Navy for 32 wonderful years. After serving in the Navy, I still had, I would say, fire in the belly. So from that, I said, I think I still want to do more and serve. And so I did. I just retired 2 weeks ago from the Federal Aviation Administration. That's FAA up in New York. I'm sorry, up in Washington, D.C. where I was. And in the history, the 246-year history of the U.S. Navy, I'm the third African-American woman to receive and wear the rank of a Rear Admiral. So I just want to let you know, right from your hometown, while attending college at Savannah State, I worked here in Liberty County with the Liberty County Sheriff Department. I was actually what they called at that time a reserve, of course, deputy sheriff. My mother also worked here at the Sheriff Department and retired as a captain, going up through the ranks. So like I said, you just never know. And in that time, I worked intelligence as an intel analyst. So from there, Hawaii, guess where they sent me? And let me see how many of you like that place. Iceland, Keflavik, Iceland. Oh, tell me, have you been everywhere? Have I seen you before? Please tell me about what you know about Iceland.
I know that it's one of the traditional places where Vikings stayed.
That is certainly true. Then do you know the difference between Iceland and Greenland?
Iceland is a fake name. It's actually one of the greenest places on Earth. It's just a name so that people would stay away from it.
That you're absolutely right. Hey, look, do you know that you all have a history, geographical major already in here? Why am I here? Whatever you're doing now in your sports or music or things, don't stop. Because I'm gonna tell you how I affiliated myself with the Icelanders. It was through music. And let me tell you, music, regardless of where you go, that's a common language. I always say music is and a smile. I had the privilege of actually singing with an all Icelandic choir. Now I'll tell you, I was a little bit nervous at first. They actually thought I was like Michael Jackson, because again, you didn't see so many, people over there, and they're like, okay, maybe that's why they're letting me sing. But actually I started off because there was only one English-speaking service there in Iceland. Another great job, and one of the last jobs that I had in the Navy, was actually being over Navy recruiting. And I retired from there about 6 years ago. And in Navy recruiting, that's making sure that just like yourself and everyone else, to be able to go across the country and see the hardworking men and women in places. I like going to small places, because everybody goes to Chicago, New York, they go to Los Angeles, but I like going in the middle of the country to see the men and women that are working so hard to make sure we get the next generation of people to lead and to do well. So what I want to tell you is that to make sure that you grab onto the skills that you're taught here, especially when it comes to leadership, because you never know when you may have to step up to lead wherever you go and whatever you do. Always. So I want you to remember, lead, learn, and listen. But I will tell you something that the FAA did for me. So at the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport, they have named a fix. And I know definitely Commander knows exactly what that is, but they have a fix there on runway 28, now named Annie. It may take a little bit by the time they get all of that, because that was just done here recently. But they did that in my honor, and you knew that I was coming back in my own state.
To be promoted to private first class.
continue the passion that you have, continue the purpose that you have, persevere, and know that you can do anything. Because if I could, you can.